Leicester City could well and truly be Liverpool's biggest obstacle to winning the Premier League for the first time. The 2016 champions beat Everton late, and that hardly covers it. What a way to win a football match and to lose a football match for Everton. We can get onto them in a minute. But first of all, Brendan Rodgers brings Kelechi Iheanacho off the bench. His first appearance of the season. He goes through, he scores, it's offside, VAR.
But then it's not.
VAR brings it back and gives them the win with effectively the last kick of the game.
Listen, if there's any doubt that you're an Everton fan, just watch the opening of that segment and you see the pain etched in your face. Yes, and in all honesty, I mean, the drama at the end, for all the criticism and that VAR has put us through the course of this season, to see Leicester celebrate, and Iheanacho in particular, given that it's his first goal of the season, it really brings a smile to your face. And it brings a smile for a number of reasons, almost regardless of who you support. Because of how good Leicester City have been all season long, and the football that Brendan Rodgers has them playing. And despite the strength of Liverpool, and dare I even say Manchester City, it just has you wondering if this is going to be Leicester's season all over again. Right now, maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves in that regard, but without question, Leicester are playing incredible football. And you're right to say that if you're Liverpool, right now, that's your biggest concern. How good, how consistent, how well coached they've been, and of course, they don't have the distractions of European football, so maybe they can manage a squad a little bit better than most of the chasing pack. But in all honesty, for long spells, I thought Everton were the better of the two teams. Up until the substitution, Ayoze Perez goes off, Iheanacho comes in, Brendan Rodgers changes his shape, and Everton just simply don't adjust. And though enjoying a one-goal lead for most of the game, all of a sudden it comes unstuck and it leaves Evertonians feeling heartbroken.
Yeah, it's probably a sign that they were still pushing to try and win that game, such as the pressure that Marco Silva is under. It's now only 2 wins out of 10 for them. Yes, they did have sort of a lot of the ball. They kept themselves tight. They didn't want to get hit on the break by Leicester. It seemed to be frustrating Leicester at times. There was controversy over a penalty that was awarded to Leicester as well in the first half, which was then overruled, shown to be probably the right decision.
Yes.
But they do sort of leave Everton there absolutely destroyed in terms of confidence.
Yeah, and listen, I say unfortunately, this is a results business. The reason I say unfortunate is because I think their performance today warranted something out of this game, if not 3 points. And again, given their position in the table, you understand the pressure that Marco Silva is on. Yet still, if you watch 70 minutes of the game today, the two just simply don't add up. So as much as I can praise Everton for how good they were against a very good Leicester team for most of the game, as I mentioned, this is a results business. And the criticism for Marco Silva here is that he didn't adjust. It was a pretty straightforward swap and change of formation, in that you go from having Vardy up front and 2 out wide in support to playing 2 and letting Vardy split from Iheanacho and give you more to think about. Yet there was no real adjustment from Everton in how they defended that. And to your point, even late on, even taking just a point, and maybe 3 points was all that could save Marco Silva. We see how that story develops over coming hours, if not days. You still have defenders bombing on, and you're still throwing numbers forward in looking for the winner later on, and in the end, you get hit with the classic sucker punch. But that's down to the manager. That's down to adjustments, and that oftentimes is where games are won and lost, and that is why you have good managers, successful managers. That's what gets you paid the big bucks.
Couple of tough, very quick questions for you.
Sure.
Are Leicester going to finish second? And is Marco Silva going to be managing the derby in midweek?
I'm going to err on the side of caution and say no. I still feel City are a better team, though they've been dropping points sloppily themselves. I feel they somehow get it together. They finish second. I do believe Leicester will be in the top 4, though. And what was your second question?
Is Marco Silva still in charge for the next game? Liverpool away.
For the next game, I was about to say, by the time we finish this, which even that is in question. Liverpool away in midweek, I'm going to go with a no and hope. And in the thinking that Everton hope to get a bit of a new manager bounce against their rivals.
Okay, we'll see if that happens. Of course, now it's 6 wins in a row for Leicester City. They trim Liverpool's lead back to 8 points. It's as you were at the start of the weekend between them. In the top 2, Brendan Rodgers chasing down his old team.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.